Hi everyone, I'm going to be reviewing the Legacy Standard Bible in Shamar goatskin. I've had it for probably a couple of weeks. I've been reading it every day, and just wanted to let you know what a simply superb Bible it is. Superbly made, everything about it. It's got a cowhide liner, edge lined, excellent corners. This is the deep brown, and in different lights, I've got a lamp on it that's got a warm light. I'll raise it a little bit. In different lights, sometimes it's sort of like a very soft, chocolatey brown. I'm not sure how it looks in this light. I've got some light reflecting off it, but gorgeous Bible. It's got a very lovely, delicate salmony pink under gold gilding. Excellent gilding. I think I've got a scuff in it already. I scuffed it the second I had it slipped with my nail when I was holding it, because it's just the way I hold. I don't read it at tables, so. But three very pretty ribbons in shades of copper, like a dark chocolate and a lovely creamy beigey colour, and like copper gold hidden towel bands. Can you see that? I think so. And really nice in the hand, but I don't read it like that because you can't. I always actually hold my Bibles up because I read on my lap, so I hold my Bibles up in whatever way I do, and I haven't messed it up yet. I don't intend to. It has red, a deep red for the book name, the page and the chapter number. I think I should get my camera just that little bit higher if I can. There. Yep. The typeface is in a 9.5 font and is so beautiful to read. Now what's so beautiful to read about it is that the line lengths, the column, single column is not overly wide, it's quite narrow, and every single verse has its own line, so there's a lot of space, and the contrast, the type is very crisp and black, and the paper is very creamy, and it's French milled paper, and so the ease of reading it and the way, and then because of the translation of the LSB, it is, you know, people don't like saying this, but for me personally, who's a King James reader and a New King James Bible reader, this is the best translation I've ever read. For comprehension, for ease, the page layout and the verses all starting on their own line, and the new paragraphs have the letters in, the numbers in bold, and not that I care because I just keep reading, but I can't recommend the readability of this enough. It's got something that the Traveris doesn't have, which is paragraph style. It's got verse by verse, in a wonderful short line length, so it's really quick to, easy to read. You can sit and read it and read it and read it and read it, and I love the Traveris and I can sit and read that, but this is easier, smoother read, just a more pleasurable read perhaps, but that's, you know, one's personal opinion. It doesn't have a concordance, it doesn't have maps, but it does have this nice paper, which I may or may not use. It's got little pinpoint dots on it, so you can sort of follow the lines or not, it's up to you. And to write, it's possible I won't be writing in mine, and the colourway of the brown, rich brown, and the creamy paper, the soft orangey golden sort of, people call it salmon, but you know it's not a fish, it's just a, you can see for yourself what colour it is. And these shades of ribbons just work beautifully together, and I think I personally can't say highly enough what it's like to read. I've read Genesis, I've read Isaiah, I've read the Gospel, just finishing John, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, so I've been reading plenty, and Psalms, and Song of Solomon, and the Song of Songs. Yes, they don't call it Song of Solomon, it's correctly called Song of Songs. I beg your pardon, I went back to my old thinking for a fraction of a second. It's Job, and Psalms, and something that some other Bibles don't do is they don't put the line breaks for Psalms in the right places, so it's sort of, you know, but this, in this book, all the line breaks where they end and turn over to the next part of the verse of is really beautifully done. Just the work that's been put into this is amazing, is evident on every page. And so that's the Legacy Standard Bible. I just call it the LSB. And it's such a gift. I bought it online actually when Steadfast Bibles had completely run out of stock, and I decided to go looking one night on the 31st of December online. I hadn't looked for quite a few months for just to see if there are any Bibles around, and I wondered if anyone would even have an LSB, and there was one that was a rebind, but it was the what was the hardcover, so it didn't have the gilding and it didn't have the art gilt in it. It just wasn't what I wanted. I wanted the Shamar goatskin, because all my Bibles are goatskin, or, you know, really lovely leather, and I didn't really want a hardcover. I've got some hardcovers for notebooks and Bibles that I use for different purposes, you know, like the writing Bible and the colouring in Bible and the note-taking Bible, which are just journal the word Bibles, hardcovers, and they are hard in the hand, but they have a purpose, so I don't mind that. But any Bible that I'm reading for hours, I want it to be comfortable. This is really flexible, and not that you want it to be, you're not trying to flex it, but it's just very nice to manage. And like I said, I hold all my Bibles up to read, because I lay back to read just for the sake of my neck, because I've got a very old neck injury, which is alright, but I have to be careful of it. So it's like sitting on your sofa or something. But anyway, what was I going to say? I had a couple of notes about it, but just wanted to say what printed in the Netherlands, typesetting 2K Denmark. About the colourway of it is wonderful. Just let it rest up there a little bit, with the ribbons and the leather and the liner and the gold trim, and the red under the gold is lovely, works beautifully. It's the leather's thick and supple, and let me see, yes, the 9.5 point type is extremely easy on the eyes. Now I've got only one eye that I can read with, so this is really something special that I can read it comfortably. Sometimes in the morning, if my eye's a little bit blurry, I do have a little pair of glasses in here, but most of the day and evening and the rest of the time I can pick this up and just read it. So if that's telling you anything, but you only know your own eyes. The font's lovely, yes, crisp and black, so it's not grey at all, so you're not struggling with anything like that. And it's slim. It's a slim Bible, and it's quite close to the Traveris. I'll show you in a second, which is sort of a size I really like. And what else have I got? That's right. And quotes from the Old Testament in the New Testament are in capital letters when they quote something from the OT. And right, and it has, oh yeah, the section headings really help a lot, because when I'm reading, so you can see here in Isaiah there are section headings there, right? So I can put my ribbon in, and I may be mid-chapter and on something, and like here, Zechariah, I'll go back up to here. So I could be, where's one? Mid-chapter. I could be mid-chapter in Romans. I could be have sort of read, you know, I'll read down to, I might be getting tired, or I have to go and do something, so I'll read to the next heading, that's 15, but I could read to there and then have to go and come back, and I put my ribbon in, and I'll know exactly that I can go straight to there. And so without having to sort of put in sometimes I use these little notes, and I don't like putting anything sticky on here, but I can put a note in to say where I was, depending on how long I'm away, or whether it's from night to morning. But so I find these really good. I don't read them when I'm reading through text. I don't stop and read them. I just go straight past. You know, I don't need to read them, but I read them if I'm looking for where I'm up to next when I come back to my Bible. And so I'm currently in John, and you can see how lovely that is. Just a beautiful Bible. Anyway, I'll just show you it nice and flexible. I showed you that, didn't I, how flexible it is, and the beautiful colour. And this is the Traveris, the King James single column. Nice Bible. It is paragraph style, but it does have, and the LSB is just a hair longer, and it is just a little bit wider. And in the Traveris they use up most of the page for their column width is wider, whereas in this one the column width is, what's that, Proverbs, it's not helping, that's not very good there. There's more space, much wider gutter, which is fabulous, lovely deep amount of space on the sides. Doesn't matter down here because you're reading straight through, but visually all the space that's on these pages, on the 2-page layout, is fantastic. Best I've ever seen in any Bible. And so think about getting one of these when they have got them back again, because they said it won't be till mid-year. And I got this on eBay, and what I was saying earlier is that someone had a rebind which I didn't like, and it was way more expensive than this, and this was really expensive, trust me, and shipping to Australia costs a third again, so think about that. And the exchange rate is just like phenomenally expensive bit of Bible, but I really wanted this because I'd been reading it online for weeks and knew I loved it. And the style and the translation is a combination of King James, NASB and something else. And I've never had a NASB, but only King James Bibles and New King James. And this is just awesome, and the translation has brought about the most incredible comprehension. You know, you're not getting stuck on words, and it's beautiful, beautiful. All the men who put it together, and the 70 up to 70 others, apart from those at the Masters University who made it. It wasn't just those guys. It was, they went through scholars all over the world to put this together, and what a masterpiece it is. So leave it there, and that's right. I was going to say it was. Well, I still didn't finish my story. When it was on I was on eBay that night on the 31st of December. The only one there was this ugly rebind. Didn't like it, and it wasn't the text block I wanted. And then, right before my eyes, someone listed this gorgeous Bible. Someone listed it in Shamar goatskin. Right, bang, right that second. And this was like 9:30 or 10, no, it was 10 o'clock at night I bought this. And I knew it was going to cost me the earth, almost. Cost me a lot of money. And I'm not going to say how much. And I thought about it for about a minute and a half. And because it was my night time, and it was a buy it now, not an auction, I thought if I go to sleep it's going to be gone in the morning. And I had the money. I just bought it straight away. And I'm so glad I did, because when I put my unboxing on the, I did my unboxing video, I sent it to, and I thanked the seller. I always communicate really well with the sellers, because I am actually a seller, a very small time seller on eBay, and myself, and very new at it. And so I thanked the guy and said how wonderful it was that he listed it the second I was there in the night time in Australia from America. And he and his wife, and he wrote me back, and we conversed quite a while actually. I didn't get to sleep till 1 o'clock in the morning for our conversations through the eBay messaging. And he said that he and his wife bought two, and they got them from Steadfast Bibles right at the very end, and of their, you know, while they was just before they were gone, and they had one copper brown one and this one, and they loved the copper brown one so much they put this one up for sale, and it was just a godsend. Absolutely, can't think of it any other way. A godsend that God wanted me to have this Bible, and I just love it. I'm reading it all the time. I did start checking a few things with the KJV out of curiosity, not because it was you know, I had to, and I've got a Strong's, and there's other ways of checking words and stuff, but I've absolutely stopped doing that. I'm just reading it because I know the word, and this word this way is brilliant. Anyway, so got my Bible, got my other Bibles, and still got the Canterbury, but this one, that's on the top. Anyway, thanks for watching, and God bless.